So welcome in all the way from America's heartland, our friend and eco-capitalist, to give us a few words of admonition and encouragement, my brother consultant. Welcome.
You know, every time I have been honored to speak here at Tokens, I have, without exception, been completely confused by the topic of the evening. And tonight is no exception. I thought the title was Go Greene, not Back to Greene. I was very sad. I thought it was Buddy Greene's last show. I thought you were sick or something. I thought we didn't know. But I'm here to announce to this audience tonight, Buddy Greene is still on the show. He's simply being recycled, whatever that means. I hope it won't hurt. But who better to talk about recycling than a preacher, amen? Yes, I practically invented the recycled sermon. Over 25 years, I have... Pretty famous out there by now, isn't it? Over the last 25 years, I have preached literally thousands of sermons using just 5 minutes of original material. Every time I preach here at Tokens, I use many of the exact same jokes. Doesn't bother me, doesn't scare me. The next time you hear a preacher say, as I've said many times before, get ready for the recycled stuff. You say, well, preacher, why don't you just come up with some new stuff? Because I'm not a Willy Wonka dream machine, okay? You want something new, you come up here and preach it. As for me and my house, we're recycling sermons. Go Greene. Go Greene. Not you. You stay here. Listen, folks, I've got 52 sermons a year to do, plus Sunday nights. That's 104 sermons right there. Throw in a Wednesday night, a bulletin, hospital visit, and the occasional Tots Day Out devotional. Whose idea was that, by the way? How am I supposed to preach to a 2-year-old? Would Jesus put that in his mouth? Let's all wipe our noses like an apostle. Altogether, I've got about 3,000 pulpit appearances to figure out what to say. And that is not even counting the dreaded ladies' Bible class. Which I refuse to do anymore, by the way. Look, we all got to draw a line. For me, ladies' Bible class is that line. If you think I'm going to sit in a circle with a bunch of 75-year-old ladies and tell them to be submissive, ho-ho! Throw me in a lion's den, okay? Fire up the fiery furnace. Go Greene, go anywhere, just get me out of there. Somebody says, preacher, I don't believe in the recycled sermon. Well, boo-hoo, I do. Sit down. Look, we recycle church songs all the time. I've heard the same prayers to Guide Garden Direct for 50 years. Nobody cares. We even reuse baptismal water. I held an outdoor meeting just last summer in the middle of a cow pasture. One night we baptized over 50 people in the same horse trough. Talk about going green. You should have seen that water. The first 35 people we dunked down in the water didn't complain a bit. Of course, the next 15 were all hospitalized. 2 of them still in intensive care. And in our prayers. Anyhow. Look, listen, let's shoot straight, okay? I think we're all friends here. I know this is controversial teaching. I also realize that just by teaching it now, there's a very good possibility that I will not be invited back to the next Tokens, which wouldn't be the first time for me, let me tell you. From what I understand, and from what many of you know, I was not asked to participate in the last Tokens. There was not a scheduling problem or anything like that, but from what I understand, I was replaced by a puppet show. Still not really sure how to take that. Some would say, well, preacher, take the hint, start preaching with puppets, okay? Like I haven't done that before. Hey, preacher, how you doing? Pretty good, how are you? Let's all get baptized. Not in the horse trough, not me. Did the Apostle Paul preach with puppets in the pulpit? Probably not. Did the Apostle Peter preach with puppets in the pulpit? Probably not. Is it fun to say peas on a roll like that? You bet it is. But did they recycle a sermon once in a while? You better believe it, brother. Go Greene. Lucky for you, I'm the best there is at this. Listen, I can recycle an entire sermon. I can recycle one little verse. That's all I need. I just read that one little verse. Just read nothing special. And then you know what I do? I immediately reread that verse. The recycling has already begun. They don't even know what hit them. And I guarantee you half of those people haven't even found the verse yet. Why? Because they don't know where Ecclesiastes is. Some of you know that's a recycled joke from about 2 tokens ago. It doesn't scare me, doesn't bother me. I don't care whether it's funny or not. Go Greene. Anyhow, before you know it, little recycling, I have a 3.2 joke, Bible-based, 45-minute, totally recycled sermon, guaranteed to produce 50 baptisms a night, though I'd probably cut it off at 35. And as I've said many, many times before, in closing, we are all so going to miss Buddy Greene. When he goes, I mean, he's not going anywhere now, but when he does, we're going to miss him. And just like all of us, I'm sure that he will, almost overnight, be replaced by some kind of a puppet. Probably one that plays a harmonica. Go Greene.